And he begat a son and called his name Seth. And Adam said to Eve, behold, I have begotten a son in place of Abel, who Cain slew. And after Adam had begotten Seth, he lived 800 years and begat 30 sons and 30 daughters. 30 sons and 30 daughters, it says here. And all 63 children, and they were increased over the face of the earth in their nations. 35. And Adam said to Seth, hear, my son Seth, that I may relate to thee what I heard and I saw after your mother and I had been driven out of paradise. So now he's going to give his account, right? So we see Eve gave her account of her falling and being deceived, and now we're going to hear Adam's account as he's going to tell Seth, his son, and whom replaced the Most High gave him in place of Abel. It says here, when we were at prayer, there came to me Michael the archangel, the messenger of the Most High, and I saw a chariot like the wind, and its wheels were fire, and I was caught up into the paradise of righteousness. So when we look at this paradise again, paradise, heaven as the ultimate abode of the just, right? Ideal place or state. I saw the Most High sitting, and his face was a flaming fire that could not be endured, and many thousands of angels were on his right and left of that chariot. When I saw this, I was confounded, and terror seized me, and I bowed myself down before the Most High with my face to the earth. And the Most High said to me, behold, thou diest, since thou hast transgressed the commandment of the Most High. For thou didst hearken rather to the voice of thy wife, whom I gave into thy power, that thou mightest hold her to thy will. Yet thou didst listen to her, and didst pass by my words. Chapter 37. When I heard these words of the Most High, I fell prone on the earth, and I worshipped the Most High, and said, my power, all powerful and merciful power, holy and righteous one, let not the name that is mindful of thy majesty be blotted out, but convert my soul, for I die, and my breath will go out of my mouth. Cast me not out from thy presence, whom thou didst form of the clay of the earth. Do not banish from thy favor him who thou didst nourish. And lo, a word concerning thee came upon me, and the Most High said to me, since thy days were fashioned, thou hast been created with a love of knowledge. Therefore, and I know this, we went over some of this right here in part 1 as well. It says, therefore, there shall not be taken from thy seed forever the right to serve me. 38. And when I heard these words, I threw myself on the earth and adored the Most High power, and said, thou art the eternal and supreme power, and all creatures give thee honor and praise. Chapter 38, verses 2. Thou art the true light, gleaming above all lights, the living life, infinite, mighty power. To thee, the spiritual powers give honor and praise. Thou workest on the race of men, the abundance of thy mercy. Verse 3. After I had worshipped the Most High, straightway Michael, the Most High's archangel, seized my hand and cast me out of the paradise, where it says, of vision and of the Most High's command. And Michael held a rod, so he no longer was able to see the Most High's glory. Okay. And Michael held a rod in his hand, and he touched the waters which were round about paradise, and they froze hard. 39. And I went across, and Michael the archangel went across with me, and he led me back to the place whence he had caught me up. Hearken, my son Seth, even to the rest of the secrets and the sacrifices or the sacraments that shall be, which were revealed to me when I had eaten of the tree of the knowledge and knew and perceived what will come to pass in this age, what the Most High intends to do to his creation of the race of mankind. The Most High will appear in a flame of fire, and from the mouth of his majesty he will give commandments and statutes. From his mouth will proceed a two-edged sword. So we hear about this two-edged sword at, let me get this, out of his mouth. When you look in Revelations 19, right? And that rider on the white horse. Okay, so chapter 39 in the book of Adam and Eve, chapter 39 and verses 4 says, the Most High will appear in a flame of fire, right? And from the mouth of his majesty, he will give commandments and statutes. So I know that, the Most High is going to be coming to do judgment. And as a matter of fact, the scripture says that the Father would judge no man of his own, but he has appointed all judgment to his Son, right? It says, for as the Father have life in himself, so have he given to the Son to have life in himself, and have given him authority to execute judgment also, because he is the Son of Man. 2. For the Father judges no man, but have committed all judgment unto the Son. Now, why am I showing this? I'm showing this because we were told in the book of Adam and Eve that the Most High told Adam, this adversary who you now see rejoicing, because think how sad and sorrowful that Adam must have felt. I mean, think about it. Okay, we got to get this definition of paradise again, right? Let's get this definition here, so that way we can just take our time organically going to this, all right? Organically. Let me get this really quick. So we got, I'll get it. The promised land, the kingdom of heaven, okay, and all of that, all right? The New Jerusalem, Abraham's bosom, the city of the Most High. Look at this. Some religion, heaven as the ultimate abode of the just, right? Where the martyrs who die in battle with the ungodly earn instant transmission to paradise, right? Bringing this full circle now. So paradise is a place of contentment, a land of luxury and fulfillment, containing, so here it is, everlasting bliss and delight. Paradise is often described as a higher place, the holiest place, in contrast, what? In contrast to this world or underworlds, plural, such as hell. Now, take that back up the screen. This is exactly what I was looking for. So imagine Adam. He's coming in, or not coming in. He's in. Let's say that he's seen his children grow up, and he knew from that very beginning when the Most High told him, as it just told us, right? In the book of Adam and Eve, chapter 30, 33, and verses 2. And thereafter Cain slew Abel, but Adam was then 130 years old. But Abel was slain when he was 122 years old. Son that was like him. So now the Most High gave him another son in replace of his son Abel, who he said, remember what it just said, he said he put Cain to be what? Cain to be a husbandman. That's what it said, that he was, in other words, he was working in the farm, and he made Abel shepherd, if you will, right? Shepherds go before the flock. Look what it says here. Now, getting back to what we were just picking up on, so just this thought that came to my mind. So when we're looking in chapter 39, verses 4, where it talked about the Most High will appear in a flame of fire. He's telling Seth, what is he telling them? He's telling them about this right here. Look at this. He's telling him about the judgment, that the Most High is going to come and take vengeance. So he's telling them, listen, son, don't be on the wrong side of the Most High. Okay. The Most High already addressed him. Adam is telling his son, Seth, who's what? Remember, Adam's the patriarch. So he passes all of this knowledge on to his what? Over to the next one who's going to carry, if you will, carry that legacy, carry the torch, the baton, and rearing up righteous seed, and also to do what? Penitence, to do the sacrifices, the offerings to the Most High. See? Look at this now. So it tells us here, I just showed it right here. So when we're reading scriptures, because you have to have a good understanding. And you know what I did, and I recognize and realize that too. I just came right in here and just really just starting to read, right? Just read, because I wanted to just back in the driver's seat. But ultimately, I'm going to take this time right now. Since we're talking about heaven and stuff, let me take this 1 second right here. Let me do this here. And I'm going to, you got to feel this one. And we're going to send this up to heaven's gate and let it speak to your soul. To the throne of the Most High. I'm singing praises up to the highest. Being led by the Spirit in the name of Yeshua. Come. Father, the people has been going through so much, and we need a refreshing, quicken us, revive us, you, Father. No more pulling jacks or even slinging dopes. Watch it, I propose. I used to hate my own, I must have. That's the only logical explanation for even selling dope. Keep holding on, don't lose hope. Even when your back's up against the rope, you can make it home. Cause I'm gonna send you shine to come take us home. He been patiently waiting on us all to tune our heart into a song. So come along, and if you're weak, then lean on him. He'll make you strong. Y'all should run a higher, higher really does got it going on. Salah, that means to pause. Hold that note, Hebrew bars. And pushing false hope, I wish I would've never been the one after selling dope. But the only reason why you and I did it, probably cause we're sick of being broke. But don't sell your soul, cause ain't no coming back from your dead family once you're gone. Some won't make it till full grown. Babies out here acting like they're grown, smoking Cheech Chong, and that's wrong. Could it be? Cause the kingdom's in you, it's in us, fam. When you find your true love, your soulmate, paradise. Paradise! And you're blessed with children, and the family's intact, and they all on one accord. The love for the brethren and sisters, walking in this truth. Can somebody tell me what's going on while we spend so much time away from home, straying away from home? Yeah, I know they gone. That's exactly why I've been praying for them, cause they really hurt. That's why I pray a high and lavish the Holy Spirit on them. Now my rock is working, waking up the bones, cause we spent too much time playing church, stuck off in the dirt, still they doing work. Now I know exactly why the truth hurts, why you think it's so much hating for. That's exactly why they been hating on us, cause they really know, fam, we the chosen. Sometimes you might feel all alone, but I pray you never lose hope, never feel hopeless, make me feel broke. I know sometimes it feels like you all alone,